Welcome to the RCG Global TV Network. And today I am so excited because I have some extremely special guests for you today. You might know our one guest from a recent broadcast from UThinkIndigo, but she is back. And is she bringing something really incredible to the world? So I want to welcome Melissa Perkins, the creator of You Think Indigo, but today she is bringing another element called a celebration of autism. So with no further ado, welcome Melissa Perkins and some members of her team. Thank you.
Hi. Oh, Troy, it is so good to be back on RCG. I had such an amazing time writer's block, and now I'm here to really talk about all the things we have going on. So to the audience, hello, Melissa Perkins again. I am the founder and owner of Think Indigo, and I brought with me some beautiful souls from my community. First and foremost, the president of You Think Indigo, the incredible Sheila New. And then,
Hey, everybody.
and then we have a new team member coming in representing the incredible autism community, none other than the incredible Antonio Myers. And so he is with us. Say hi, Antonio.
Greetings, everyone.
And we are so excited because very organically, as many of you may have remembered from the last episode, You Think Indigo launching a very amazing work called the Indigo Approach. And the Indigo Approach is a journey that we take the reader on in terms of helping them to expand their intellectual awareness of themselves, as well as know how to be a great contributor within their learning community. And so we've been hosting on the Incredible Clubhouse what we call discourse assembly. These are going to be something that we do on a regular basis in our community, and we're kind of giving everybody a sneak peek taste of it. And in the very first one, we call them the pre-launch discourse assemblies. Sheila, who is the one I didn't know of, actually came in the first one and just brought so much love and enthusiasm. Started reading the book and became a team member. And decided that she wants to help us in our mission. For those of you who may not remember, our mission is to get the Indigo Approach to 1.4 billion people around the globe. So it's an international movement to help elevate the way that we learn on this planet. Well, in the course of sure. Does somebody have a question? Okay. Sorry, I got a little bit of feedback. So for the past few weeks, we have been delving in and working with some of the different principles. And as we were doing that, we met more incredible people, one of them being the incredible Antonio Myers. And when he came into the room, we instantly fell in love with him. Had such an energy and excitement and joy about him for learning. And he's proud of being an autism representative on the spectrum. And so over the course of several sessions, we really got to know Antonio and fall in love with him and enjoy his brilliance, that we would have him come on the stage. And then eventually I offered him an opportunity to be one of our trainers, or we call them guides within our community, to help facilitate discourse assemblies. Organically, again, during one of our sessions, Troy was there. We were talking about a variety of different topics, and Sheila's daughter, Zareya, who's just a darling soul, overheard the conversation because her mom had it on speaker. She got so excited, she's on permission to come on mic and ask Antonio a question about creative writing. And we all got to witness it's such a beautiful organic exchange between a young learner who's autistic, and another person who's autistic, share with each other about how they can elevate how they write. And this is exciting because Antonio just launched his own book, which he'll share about in a little bit, on Amazon. So he is a published author now on Amazon, which is exciting. And so Zareya did not know that. And so she just intuitively could tell from the that he
Oh
is the
no.
guy she should really reach out to. So during that session, and feed. It could be me. Okay, I'm back now. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear
You
and see me
are
okay?
going in and out.
Can y'all hear me and see me?
You're experiencing a little technical
Okay,
difficulties.
can y'all hear me?
I can now.
No worries. Am I here now? You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, you're good.
Y'all hear me okay now?
Yes.
Woo! Okay, great. Let's
Yes.
repeat the last part. So during that interchange between Zareya, who we now nickname Lady Z, and Antonio, I spontaneously decided to have our first discourse assembly center around autism. So we're celebrating autism, and we're inviting families, parents, learners, educators who work with the autistic community across the spectrum to join us. The indigo approach is exciting autistic individuals. And I will, let Antonio speak to what resonated about him. I'm the author of the indigo approach. So I have a different perspective and understanding naturally because I produce the work. But I'm kind of in awe of how, first of all, this work is not even a month old. It just came out.
Hmm.
And we're still doing pre-orders because we're literally formatting it in ebook form as we speak. I'm amazed at how it has already taken off and having a life of its own. And so, without further ado, I would love to have Antonio share, as an autistic individual, what his experience with the book has been like and why he wanted to work alongside of us. And then I would love for Sheila to just really share, as a mom who has an autistic daughter, what her experience has been like. So I'm going to just go ahead and pass the mic to my colleagues and temporarily get off camera because I'm outside in North Carolina getting eaten up by mosquitoes trying to be cute with this outside background, but I'm over it now. They're eating me up like I'm a chocolate cake and I'm going to go on inside the house. So I'll be right back. So I'm passing the mic to Antonio.
uh, Greetings, everyone. My name is Antonio Myers. I'm a podcast host of Antonio Time Daily on Spotify. I just released my self published book on Amazon.com called Autism is My Super Blessing. My Neurodiversity Freedom Narrative is volume one of my book series. And for me, being autistic has been rewarding more than the times of feeling downtrodden. I mean, I was told as a child I would never speak, I would never do anything productive or constructive in life. And as you can tell, the educational experts, in quotations, have been proven quite wrong. Thank you, Sheila. And what made me attracted to You Think Indigo was the enlightenment, the high consciousness, the positivity, emphasis, and just being holistic as a human being and, sweet people and, inviting a person like myself, you know, to be a part of You Think Indigo, and they treated me well. They didn't allow the autism label to stigmatize me. They said, "We see you as a person. We see your gift. Thank you. We see your bright, shining light." And so that's why I'm comfortable with You Think Indigo. And I look forward to the training expertise on the autism portion. And thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Melissa. And thank you, Troy. And I'm glad I got to experience Lady Z. She's just phenomenal. And I'm complete.
And I thank you for that so much. And I mean, you speak so well. And I'm so proud of you, overcoming all the obstacles. I know it's hard. Um, we face the same plight, as being a single mom, or as I like to say, the only parent. Um, it's hard. You can overcome it. You just have to pour into your child. And, I've learned so much, from a parental standpoint, how to teach my daughter to be an advocate for herself, to not play when it came down to academics and teachers and, even family members. We treat her like I treat my other kids, you know what I'm saying? No different. Um, but she's just my heart, my everything. And I just say to any parent who has a child on the spectrum, don't ever give up. Don't never allow to tell you what your child cannot do. You know better. So just persevere and push and pray. The three P's.
Well, as you can see, guys, I have an amazing team. And, when I put together the Indigo approach and then brought it to my team and we decided to really go with this and really promote this, I really didn't know who would gravitate to it or how it would impact people. I am so delighted to see that pretty much several rooms we've been in, we end up meeting either an autistic mom, a mom who's autistic, who has a child who's autistic, or an individual who has autism. And they are so electrified by the Indigo approach. And if you wouldn't mind, let me explain to you why I think it is in terms of how the book is laid out. The book is interactive. So it's not a book that you just kind of sterilely stare at and try to figure out, it's an interactive work. It's also a work that's meant to be done with a community. And so often learners are learning alone and they're struggling with words and they can't always hear how things are pronounced. And so I think what's attractive about this particular work is that you're not alone as a learner. You actually have a community that loves you and supports you and that is reading along with you. So we read aloud, something that's so special that we do as children that we sometimes don't want to do anymore as adults, that we do as a community. So I think the read along, the interaction, being able to discuss, being able to talk, being able to share in a non-judgmental atmosphere is what's making this such a positive experience. And we are hosting these talks in a club inside of Clubhouse called Indigo Thinkers International. We also have that community on Facebook. But you don't have to be on social media to tap in, because that's why we're going to have discourse assemblies. And we will be unfolding these slowly starting in August. And Antonio and Sheila and myself and other team members will be facilitating and welcoming everybody in the community who actually gets a discourse to come be a part of it. But if you want to kind of get a sample and see what it's like and you have Clubhouse, definitely look for us underneath Indigo Thinkers International. You can also go to our website at www.UThinkIndigo.com. And it's a U, a lowercase u in front, UThinkIndigo.com. And then you can be able to follow along and see what's happening with us and be able to contact us, call us, and be able to learn more about how to interact with the community. But we are so excited to celebrate autism. We are so excited to approach people and individuals with autism like the geniuses that they are. We at You Think Indigo do not take on the perspective that people who have what are considered disabilities, we don't see them as unable. We don't see them that way. We see them as fully capable, and we welcome them to come in our community, whether they want to come in and be a trainer, whether they want to come in and learn alongside of us, whether they want to collaborate with us as a business owner or an author like Antonio. We see them as we see ourselves as masters in training. And so that's what's really exciting. And I'm really honored that that could be the experience that Antonio had. And I think that we're going to all learn. And I strategically, as the owner and founder, chose a person with autism, not to make some kind of a political statement, but because he's excellent. because he's highly intelligent. He's a contributor, and he had immediate impact and resonance with a young person, and he managed it so beautifully.
He
And I
did.
would just leave this with people to think about. You know, it's really time that we recognize the intelligence and genius of the people around us and make room for it, because we benefit when we do so. And I just call other fellow business owners, people in academia, to really approach people with autism with the utmost respect and honor, and find opportunities for them to share their genius. Because just because people may have challenges with communication does not mean that they are not intelligent. Just because people have challenges with certain aspects of their body or neurological functions doesn't mean that they don't have something to offer. So I look forward to us at You Think Indigo modeling for a lot of people how to celebrate and utilize the people with autism.
That was so beautifully said. And we could drop the mic right there. Here.
Oh, Lord.
Antonio, you have
Well,
anything?
I mean,
Um, I'm just so glad that I was chosen to do a monumental task, because this is a community blessing that we are all undertaking. And I'm glad that I chose not to be selfish with my own greatness, and that it's a communal greatness. So,
Absolutely. I love it. I love that. You are inspiration. Thank you for opening yourself up and allowing the world to see that just because you learn differently, that's just
mhm.
it. We all do, if we're being honest. So thank
Right.
you for that. I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you too, Sheila.
Thank you.
Sincerely.
Thank you. Mr. Troy?
well, folks, you heard it first right here on the People's Network. The You Think Indigo, a celebration of autism. And one thing I've learned today is that You Think Indigo, the talk show, is right around the corner. You have
Mm,
proven that today. All of you
mm.
representing, equally pouring into this amazing project that Melissa Perkins has created. I cannot wait to see what is in the future for this phenomenal team of givers.
Get
And I
ready.
cannot wait until Lady Z comes on, blesses the world with her presence and her gift.
Absolutely.
So, Melissa, I'm going to let you give the closing remarks, and then we will sign off and get ready for the next episode of whatever You Think Indigo is going to bring us. So, thank you all
Woo!
again. Melissa?
Well, first of all, anytime you get a chance to be with the incredible Troy Richardson and RCG Global, the network, and you get told that you should have a talk show, that's an honor. So I
That
want to really thank you so much, Troy. You have seen, and your team, your community has seen who we are from the very beginning. From even before we were even You Think Indigo, when we were Blue Star Virtual Learning, you saw who we were, and you have just given us such love. And I just really want to just tell the community here at RCG Global um, that this is such an amazing alliance we're forming with you. We are incredibly grateful for you. We look forward to serving, and one day we will all sit back and go, wow, we remember when this whole little movement called the Indigo Approach really, honestly, was first announced in RCG Global. So this network was the first place that we announced it publicly before the world in the media, and now we have this opportunity to tell you about us celebrating autism. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your teachers, tell everyone that they need to really tap in to You Think Indigo and the Indigo Approach movement. We have 1.4 billion people globally. We have team members in China, Malaysia, throughout Africa, Europe, and across the United States who are helping us get this out. And we would love for you to join us and come first and foremost, be served, loved, uplifted. But then we want you to go out there and tell people about the Indigo Approach like Antonio and Sheila.
Let's set the world on fire in a good way.
All right, guys, we are signing off of RCG Global TV Network with the You Think Indigo elite team of givers. God bless you all. See you next episode on the RCG Global TV Network.
May the blessings be, Troy. All our love.
Oh, all my love to you. As we are signing off, sometimes it takes a few seconds. So we're just going to continue to converse until it ends nicely. Antonio and Sheila.
You got to tell them to be nice.